What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we are diving into some Sdcc stuff. We got San Diego Comic-Con coming up very soon. I believe it starts tomorrow and doesn't end until the 23rd if I'm not mistaken. We also got a preview night as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up getting some new reveals today, since a lot of stuff has been getting announced even before Comic-Con even started. But today, guys, we are diving into my wants list for Sdcc. You guys know that we are going to be getting some new reveals here over the next few days, and it's going to be some epic stuff. I cannot wait for it. One of my favorite events of all time. But today I wanted to dive into the figures that I mostly want to see. I have like a whole top 10 list here. It's been a while since I did a top 10 video, but this one I'm very excited to do. So let's not waste any more time. This is my top 10 action figures that I want to see at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. So starting with number 10, I have the Good Smile Company Link Figma from Tears of the Kingdom. Now, they actually revealed this before. This was, I can't remember exactly. It wasn't that long ago, but they revealed this and a whole bunch of stuff really. But this right here caught my eye. So we are getting a Link Figma from Tears of the Kingdom. So obviously to celebrate, you know, the release of Tears of the Kingdom, which is a really fun game. I really enjoyed that one. So I'm really happy that we're getting a Figma of this. I would have liked to really get a Breath of the Wild one, just to like, you know, just to add to your Smash, you know, your Smash Brothers like roster of figures, since, you know, Link, you know, Breath of the Wild Link was in Smash Ultimate, not Tears of the Kingdom really. But you know, this is still cool. You know, I love Link figures, so this is like one that I'm really excited about. I'm sure a lot of people are really excited about, especially if you really love the game. So having another new Link Figma, especially from Tears of the Kingdom, that's going to be really fun. And this figure, I'm sure, oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. So Good Smile is actually coming back to San Diego Comic-Con. They announced it, so we might actually see this figure like on, you know, like in their booth really. It might be painted this time. I don't know if they're just going to have the prototype again on their booth, but I am really excited for this figure. So I want to see this, you know, on their booth, but this time like painted this time, you know, see how that looks. Maybe we'll even get like a pre-order date. I'm not too sure, but so far this thing looks amazing, so I definitely can't wait for that. Now coming into my number 9 spot, I have the second wave of the Sonic Prime figures by Jakks Pacific. These are the 5-inch figures. Now this one, I'm not gonna get my hopes up for this one, because you know, when it comes to Jakks Pacific panels, they don't tend to announce a lot of new stuff. Sometimes they'll announce things that we already know about, or it was leaked and they probably didn't know about really. So you know, when it comes to like their panels, I don't really have my hopes up too high for it. But I do hope they announce the second wave, or like, you know, show off the render of it. I would love to see something like that, because here's the thing, they already announced the first wave, right? You know, they announced it, we know about it. Why not announce the second wave, you know, at San Diego Comic-Con, right? I think that would be a huge surprise for a lot of fans. I think that would be really cool. But again, I don't know. I doubt it. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't announce it. So you know, I'm just not like excited about it as much, because I don't think they're gonna announce it. But if they do, it'd be a nice surprise, and then, you know, I'll make a separate video about that, of course, and then, you know, we'll talk about it. But I would like to see the second wave of the 5-inch Sonic Prime figures. Now coming in at number 8, this one is also, this one's a little bit of a stretch here, but I would love to see Playmates Toys bring back the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. You know, it's their 20th anniversary this year. They're getting like we're finally getting a complete DVD set, if you guys didn't know about that. So I would love to see if Playmates Toys brought back some of the 2003 figures. They don't have to bring back everything, you know, but I would love to see, like, I don't know, maybe like a 4-pack, you know, of the turtles, or if they want to do other packs of like Shredder, you know, just like re-release them. The 2003 one, that was the one that kind of made me love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, especially like the Konami games that I played a lot. So I would love to get these figures again, man. I think that would be really fun, but you know, I doubt this is gonna happen. You know, they're too focused on you know, Mutant Mayhem right now. So yeah, I doubt we're really gonna see this, but it's one I would love to see though. Now coming in at number 7, we have the Storm Collectibles Morgan and Fei Long figure. Now I'm really excited for the Fei Long. So they teased the Fei Long. It wasn't like a prototype or anything. They just kind of had like this cutout right here of Fei Long, but This one I was really excited about, especially since, you know, after getting the Jada Toys one in hand, I really like that one. So I'm even way more excited for this one. But I didn't hear a whole lot about this. They, you know, they just showed like this cutout thing of Fei Long, and then we just haven't seen anything else since then. So I think we're probably going to see the prototype this time. Maybe we'll see the official thing and maybe a release date. I don't know, but I feel like we're probably going to see a prototype of it. I think they're going to have like the prototype of it, and it's going to look awesome. So that I'm really excited about. And then Morgan, I'm really excited about because they showed her prototype figure, but we didn't hear like anything else after that. Like, it was just silent, you know. Same thing with Fei Long. It was just silent. Like, we seen them at San Diego Comic-Con, and then after that didn't hear anything else. So the Morgan I would like to see as well, because Morgan was like one of my favorites, and like, you know, whether it was like Capcom versus SNK, or even like you know, Capcom versus or Marvel versus Capcom 3, really, you know. But she was also my favorite, of course, in Darkstalkers. So this one I'm really excited about. I think we're probably going to see the full figure this time, and maybe like a release date. I don't know, but I am really excited for these figures, and hopefully we get to see them again. Now, coming in at number 6, I would like to see a Megan or Art the Clown figure by NECA. So Megan and Art the Clown, they're like the newest like horror, like, you know, icons, really, right? At least I know Art the Clown is a popular one, since you know, Terrifier 1, that came out in what, 2016 I believe, or 2015. I think it was 2016. But I think his second movie is like what gained his popularity, really, you know. I think it became really popular. So Art the Clown's starting to become pretty popular, and Megan, I believe she's come popular too, because her movie did pretty well, right? It did really well, and it was trending and everything. So I would like to see NECA pull these, like, you know, horror icons, these new horror icons, into like action figure form now. I don't know if they're gonna get like an ultimate. That would be cool, but I would love to see these guys get figures, you know. Like Art the Clown, I know he got one from what is it, Toys, oh, Trick or Treat Studios. I almost forgot their name, but Trick or Treat Studios, they did a figure of Art the Clown. I would love to see one by NECA. You know, NECA, they would kill it. We only got Art the Clown figure by the first Terrifier. We never got one from the second one. So I love NECA's horror stuff. I know NECA's usually popular for like their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, but for me, I mainly collect a lot of their horror stuff because I love horror stuff. So I would love to see like an Art the Clown figure, and I would love to see a Megan figure, you know, because I don't know if Megan has any merch yet. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do one when her second movie comes out. Alright, now moving on to the top 5. For number 5, I have is a Sentinel Miles Morales Across the Spider-Verse figure. Now this one I would love to see. You know, obviously we got one from Into the Spider-Verse. Now it's like, alright, we got to see one from Across the Spider-Verse, because the Sentinel Into the Spider-Verse Miles figure was really good, and then they finally did one for Gwen, and of course they did one for like Peter B. Parker. So I would love to see one for Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know. This is like, I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes too high, because maybe it is a bit too early or so, but I don't know. I would love to see it. You know, Across the Spider-Verse is doing really well. You know, it's really popular now, so I think Sentinel is probably going to end up making one for Across the Spider-Verse. I would love to see that. You know, more Miles figures I'm always going to love. You guys already know that. So this I would love to see. I would love to see the prototype or a render of it or something, you know. Maybe they'll have it out. I don't know. Now coming in at number 4, I have is the Hasbro Marvel Legends No Way Home wave. Now I think they might. Okay, this I've always heard the rumor that there's gonna be like a No Way Home wave, and I wonder if Marvel Legends, but I wonder if Hasbro is gonna like reveal it here. Like, are they gonna have like a whole like display of like the wave? Are they gonna have like a stream of it? I don't know. But it's something that I really want to see, and especially since I think after reviewing like the 3-pack and like always talking about, man, I would love to see the villains, or you know, I would love to see them like with the unmasked head sculpts or something like that. I want to see a wave of it. You know, I would love to see a No Way Home wave of like having the villains from the movie. You know, that's something I would really like to see. Now coming in at number 3, this isn't really like a certain figure or so, but number 3 is going to be the new license that's going to be shown off by Jada Toys. So I believe his name is June, if I'm correct. I hope someone can correct me about that. But June, you know, behind like Jada Toys, really. He announced, when I guess you can say he announced it, but it was like, it was in one of the live streams. I don't know if it was like Toy Migos or Unparalleled Universe, I can't remember, but he announced that they are going to have a new license and they're going to show it off at their booth in San Diego Comic-Con. And I'm really excited. I don't know what it is. I keep hearing people saying a lot of other suggestions, you know, their Universal Monsters line, their Serial line, and of course the Street Fighter Mega Man line. So I don't know what it's gonna be. I have no idea. All I know is that I'm really excited to see what it's going to be. There wasn't like any leaks or anything. They didn't tease it or anything. We don't even know. So this one I'm really excited about. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I'm gonna support because I love their figures. So this one I'm really excited to see. Now coming in at number 2 I have is the third wave of the Jada Toys Street Fighter line. Now this one I had to include, man. I had to. Like, I've been in love with the Street Fighter lines by Jada Toys. So I'm really excited to see the third wave. Me personally, I would love to see Zangief. Zangief was always like my favorite Street Fighter character, so I would love to see him in the line. But I wouldn't be surprised if we seen anyone else. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen like Cammy, you know, Vega, Balrog, Blanca, you know, Guile. There's so many like people. There's so many like fighters really that they can pull off. So I'm so excited for the third wave because I really like these figures, and I still can't wait for Chun-Li. And like the second wave is like Ken, M. Bison, and Dalsim. Yeah, Dalsim. So that one I'm really excited about. No pre-orders for that yet. They're probably gonna announce it. They will eventually. But yeah, the third wave for the Street Fighter figures by Jada Toys, I'm super excited about. I definitely can't wait until that one is announced. Now before we get into number 1, I do have an honorable mention, and that is going to be the new Call of Duty 6-inch action figure line by Jazzwares. So Jazzwares did get the license to Call of Duty, and they are going to be making 6-inch action figures and, you know, some more collectibles for it. And they actually started off with a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Ghost figure, and that's only going to be a Comic-Con exclusive, so that's the only way you'll get it. But of course they are going to still make some more Call of Duty figures, like its own line, or not line, but like its own like series or wave. But I think there's going to be another Ghost figure that's going to be in a standard line, but I think it's just going to be different from this exclusive one right here. And the reason why this is my honorable mention is because, now don't get me wrong, I do like Call of Duty and I am excited for the figures. It's just that like Jazzwares, I don't know, like, well, one, the figure looks a little awkward, like the proportions is a little weird, like the head looks too small and the feet's kind of small, and I don't know, the torso maybe looks a little too big, or maybe it's the arms, I don't know, the proportion just looks pretty off. But I think it's also because, you know, their AEW figure line, and you guys know me, I collect a lot of wrestling figures, so I do collect their AEW figures. But you know, recently their AEW figures have been a little off right now, like whether some of the proportions of the figures, like some of the guys are like too tall or too short, they don't get the skin tone right, the joints get loose over time, the soft goods tend to stain the figure. You know, head sculpt is pretty bad. You know, it's just things like that. They've been a little mid recently, so hopefully the Call of Duty line is gonna be good. You know, I hope it's going to be really good, because so far this figure, I don't know, it looks okay, but this one I'm looking forward to because, you know, I do like their you know, I did like their Fortnite line at the time, and I like their Halo line too. And finally, number 1, this one was very predictable, but I have is the third wave of the Mega Man figures by Jada Toys. So let me say something, man. The Mega Man figures by Jada Toys, this is probably my most anticipated figures of this year. It's been so long since I've even reviewed a Mega Man figure on the channel. I think the last one I reviewed was one of the Jax figures for like the 3-pack of Mega Man 11. It was either that or like maybe like the Mega Man fully charged figures from the cartoon. But it's been a while, alright? It's been so long, and I love Mega Man. I love Mega Man. It's one of my favorite video games of all time. One of my favorite like video game characters, really. But this one I'm so excited for. Wave 1 I have pre-ordered. Wave 2, we know what's in Wave 2, but they didn't announce pre-orders for it yet. But they did say they're going to announce Wave 3, and I hope I really want to see Proto Man. Proto Man is my most anticipated Mega Man figure, and I know that they said like in each wave it's going to be like a different variant Mega Man and like, you know, 2 Robot Masters, but hopefully like they switch it up sometimes, because most people do want to see like Proto Man or Base or Roll, you know, but me personally, anyone else can wait, but I would love to get a Proto Man figure. You know, I think Proto Man and Base are probably like highly requested really, but me, I would love to see Proto Man. He was always one of my favorite, or nah, he is my favorite Mega Man character. I've always loved Proto Man, but if he's not, then it's okay. I would still be excited to whoever's going to be in the 3rd wave of Mega Man, because again, I love Mega Man, and I love these figures that Jada Toys has made here because they look so cool. I remember like first seeing them at last year's Comic-Con, and I was just like freaking out because I'm like, wow, like we're finally getting new Mega Man figures, because, you know, we rarely get a whole lot of Mega Man figures, you know, especially since a lot of them are like really expensive now, you know, and these for just 20 bucks, these look really, really good. So yeah, I definitely just can't wait for these, man. I'm so excited for these figures. But now I think after reviewing the Street Fighter figures, I'm really excited for those as well, though. Like, I think the Jada Toys Mega Man and Street Fighter figures are just, they're just my favorite, man. They're just my highly anticipated figures of this year, man. I love these figures so much. But yeah, I definitely can't wait who's going to be in the 3rd wave of the Mega Man figures. But Proto Man is like my want, you know, he's like the one that I want to see in the 3rd wave. But again, it doesn't matter, because whoever they reveal in the 3rd wave, I'm still going to be excited regardless. I know I'm going to be screaming and everything because I love these figures so much. They look so good. But yeah, guys, that was my list right there. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys want to see at San Diego Comic-Con? I would love to see, like, you know, different suggestions, really. I'm sure I'm probably missing a lot of big ones too, but these were like the figures that I really want to see for the most part. And who knows, you might change my mind on what else I would see, but that's my list right there. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the countdown. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. Take care, my friends.